What's up, guys? This is Stevan Micic. I'm here with the wrestling guru himself, Steve Micic, my dad, my personal life coach. We're here today to go over some wrestling, some NCAA wrestling. Up until the NCAA series, we're going to be covering each wrestler who's #1 in the country at their weight class, starting at 125. Talk about Matt Ramos from Purdue. For those of you guys probably who know him the most is from when he upset and pinned Spencer Lee when he was en route to winning his NCAA title that year. And it was kind of what people like to say is a fluke, or it is what it is. But, Matt has gotten a lot better even since then. He's improved his wrestling game. We've been doing some training together over the summer. He was helping me get ready for the Olympics. And I really like what Matt's doing this year going to the NCAA tournament. I think he's 20-0 right now, and he still hasn't given up a single takedown. But before we get into it, guys, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and turn notification bells on, because we're cooking all 2025. If you want to see more in-depth wrestling from me and my dad, we've got our Patreon going on. Make sure the link's in the description. Go check that out.
Well, I think Matt, and I've gotten to know him a little bit personally, being out training with you a couple times, he's really a good guy. I've always liked the way he wrestled. I've always thought he was a super talented guy. But I think this year, more than anything else, his confidence, and also he's gotten a couple things going offensively that he didn't have in the past. He's kind of worked in a little formula where his defense was always good, his scrambling was always good. But now,
he's always been known, I think. I think he won a cadet world title for USA. He kind of has been really good defensively with his hips, being flexible, being kind of scrappy and hard to take down. Just a guy who's, I don't want to say a junk wrestler, but guy that someone, he can hit you with some big moves that you're not expecting, and kind of he's
bundle
never
you up, step over.
Yeah, he's always been really good with that bundle step over. He's pinned many guys. I think he won his cadet world title that way.
He's not a fluke, I'm telling you. He's becoming an all-around really good wrestle, from offense to defense.
Yep. I mean, he caught Spencer in that head pinch that he's gotten, but now what really I think that he still has that, but now adding on it, he's kind of solidified to other areas, not making as many just mistakes and giving up points. And on top of it, he's developing offense. So that's kind of what we're going to talk about today. What I really like is his little crossbody double leg that he hits. We've got a couple
of
clips.
Your elbow pull double that you hit, that you worked on. He probably took a variation of it, which is great, because if you missed that far leg, you still got the single leg, right?
Exactly. So here's a good clip, I think, of how he hits this. So he's in the white here. He's really good at taking off, almost like when a guy collar ties him, almost taking two hands off, taking it over the top, and then when the guy circles away, he's kind of shooting in for a crossbody double, which that's my favorite shot. That's my go-to shot. I do it from an elbow control, but I think this is great because at best, you catch a double leg, you're able to punch, and you're circling around to the single. You catch both legs and you run him down. He can't really sprawl or defend. At worst, you get a single leg.
You got a single leg, and you run it up to your feet, or you finish how you want to finish. Look at this. Gets a piece of both legs, holds on to it, keeps running around the circle, and an easy finish for 3 now, right?
Yep. Even later on here's another example of this happening as well against Spratley from Oklahoma State. He's able to kind of grab the elbow and wrist, takes it over his head.
And what I want you to look at here is they're expecting you that you're going to be shooting on that near leg, correct?
Yeah.
Go ahead, take it.
So he's taking that over. He's going right into that double, and boom, blast through. Yeah, I think that's kind of one of the main things that's really helping him is his offensive volume, shooting into position, right? It's not just going to be, his step over that he's used to. I mean, that's going to be just extra things once you get in there.
He's got the X factor that he's always had. Now he's putting in solid, good offense and solid, good finishes to that formula. It's going to be hard to beat.
Yep. And so this is a defensive position where we're talking about with Matt, where this is like that X factor that you just can't teach, and that's something that he's kind of got, and that's what makes him special. Is he's able to really float off the hips when guys shoot onto his leg, and then on top of it, he kind of gets to that bundle. And he's so good at this step over position here. Being able really to get in and get his points.
You see he's holding that bundle, that far arm.
Yep. And so that's kind of what I think has made him really good.
Yeah, and he's got a couple combinations now, Stevan. From what I've seen this season so far, he's been hitting a lot of that over to a cross-body double to single, and he's also hitting a nice high crotch now. Do you have some pictures, some videos of that? Where I think, I'm really impressed with the way he's finishing. He's building it up. He's finishing quick. He's being solid. He's not messing around with the position. He's not allowing the guy to get in a 50-50 position. He's just taking charge of that position. He's being aggressive with it. He's staying fundamentally in good positions when he's finishing.
Yeah, he's got a shot from the inside, a shot with the outside, which is this right here. A little head sweep into his double leg or high crotch position. You know, he's long for the weight class. He's able to get in. He can wrestle through positions really well. And before, I feel like he was almost trying things to try and to feel, and now he's deciding, okay, some of this stuff isn't working for me. I'm going to stick to what does work, stay a little more solid, and then use what helps, what helps him best to improve.
Yeah, the best wrestlers have a formula and a system. They've got an A move, maybe to the left side of the body and to the right side of the body, and they figure out 2 or 3 different combinations of setups for it, and they stick with that. They don't mess around, and he's really put together a really, really nice system in place.
Yeah, systems are important because everyone wrestles differently, and I think more than anything is taking high-level things that you already do good and then adding making sure that you're improving this other areas to keep them solid. Sometimes we do these things that we do good, sometimes we do things we do bad. But cleaning up some of that bad stuff, making it good, but always sticking around the things that we do great. And I think that's kind of the perfect example for Matt Ramos of what he's doing well.
Yeah, more isn't better, you guys. Anyone that's watching that's just trying to improve their game, more isn't better. Better is better. Pick out 1 or 2 things that you do really well, master those things, and be able to hit them on anyone at the whatever level you're at. And once you get to that point, maybe then you can add something else to it, but really get good at something. And he's gotten really good at passing it off to that crossbody double, and he works a couple combinations from there. But I'm really impressed with him this year.
Yep, it's going to be interesting watching him wrestle. I know his toughest match probably is going to be Figueroa from Arizona State, who's returning national champ from ASU. So that's going to be a really exciting match.
Also gifted, talented young man, so it's going to be fun to watch.
Exactly. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe. World champs and everything we do, baby. Let's go.